How's it going, everybody? It's me. It's RDV, and I'm here once again with my friend Zach. Zach on Comics.
That's right.
As he said in the
Asking
as he said
asking the important questions.
as he said in the chat, and I'm here.
You gotta say it like All Might. I am here.
We just got done discussing Naruto.
I don't know why it's so funny.
It's a great manga. I love it.
It's so funny. Oh, I'm going to have to tell that to my brother. That's gonna kill him.
Was Sasuke, right?
Yeah. Sasuke, freaking Sasuke, freaking that guy. I know about that guy.
So
Pain.
it's Suke for sure, right? Sasuke.
No, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess if you pronounce it out, I mean, I've heard it's called Sasuke, but
All right. Well, it looks like Jay Lucian made it into the top. Here, he's the first one in saying comics, comics, comics. This from the 80s would be girls, girls, girls.
this is How I Met Your Mother. It'd be boats, boats, boats.
I guess if this is,
if you've seen How I Met Your Mother, it makes sense. But anyway, sorry.
How I Met My Stepbrother. Boats and Hoes.
Boats and Hoes.
Hello to Ash saying he was almost first. Almost first, buddy.
That close. That close.
Maybe you'll get there one of these days. You'll be first. Marania says she's still the best. Is there a poll on that? Let us know. Get it back to us. The polling numbers are. Is she still the best?
I don't know. I'm reading Marania's answer to my question. I don't think it's the best.
Jay says, I'm Jay. I would assume he's lying because nobody says that, hey, I'm RDV. Except for me.
You said that at the start of the stream. You just said, hey, it's me, RDV.
Yeah, but I'm on the channel. I'm the host. I have to introduce myself. But all right, now we're getting into war here. But I knew it was going to happen with Thanksgiving being on Thursday. I knew there was going to be the great Thanksgiving side dish war. I wish I had a fancy animation like they do on like Conan O'Brien or something like that or something.
That's my turkey noise.
Hear that in the woods? I'm running the other way.
That's gonna be a giant turkey.
I'm throwing the gun down. I'm be like, nope, I'm done.
That turkey's not getting pardoned. He's breaking free.
He's breaking bad.
Mm-hmm. He is the turkey who walks. I actually, dude, I feel like I'm in a Twilight Zone episode. Like Ash and I are agreeing on so many things between last night and tonight. Just this new one for the list. We're both on the pecan pie team.
I gotta ask though, are you a dark meat or a light meat when it comes to turkey?
It depends. If it's a sandwich that I'm making, it's the dark meat. I feel is better on the sandwich. But if I'm just eating it like on the plate with the rolls and the potatoes and everything, it's white meat. So it depends.
Do you keep your dark meat separate from the other groups?
I would mix them together. Okay. Like if it gets jumbled up, white meat on a sandwich is okay. If it's really dry though, and a sandwich is typically drier.
Well, white meat you kind of have to add like ketchup to a sandwich or something like their gravy.
Yeah, I guess so. But dark meat, you don't really have to worry about that so much. The dark meat is a little bit juicier than the white meat.
It's much more tender.
It is. It's pretty good.
All right. Pecan pies? Pass.
Oh, really? I love a good pecan pie.
I'm more of the classic traditional pumpkin pie. Or apple pie.
Pumpkin pie is good.
But apple pie, it has to be homemade, not the store-bought. I hate the crust.
Yeah.
Oh. The crust they use for apple pies, they should never use it ever again.
Yeah. I had a really good sweet potato casserole on Sunday, actually. And so I decided that's what I'm going to be making for Thanksgiving.
It's not overcooked. It's just that white meat does not retain the juices like the dark meat does.
If it's overcooked, that's true. But I feel like
Yeah.
if you get it just right, the white meat can still be really
Yeah,
juicy.
I'm not. It's not like it's sandpaper. Oh, I can't eat it. No, it's like that.
Yeah.
It's not,
Yeah, right.
no, but
Do you do fried turkey or smoked turkey?
roasted.
Ah, okay.
Well, I have a roaster. Put it in.
Gotcha. We do fried turkey.
But so we buy two. We always every year we buy 2 turkeys. One to
Okay.
freeze, and one to have later on Christmas. And the one we have now, since it's going to be like 2 of us, we're just gonna have. We bought the Jenny-O has like a brand, has a bag slice of turkey breast, like 4 or 5 slices, and you cook it for 3 hours in the oven, in a little pouch. Which is really cool.
Okay. Neat.
So, yeah, I mean it's less hassle. You don't have to fool around digging out of the roaster and pulling all that stuff. Because when you put turkey in the roaster, it cooks for like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
Or basically longer than I want it to be. So, like I said, we have the water and the juice in there. Let's see. I like having the turkey in the roaster because we put the stuffing in there and everything. Stuff the turkey, put all the stuff in there, and it soaks up the turkey juices. Like I said, having stuffing without in that way, it always just tastes horrible to me. I don't know. It's the way I was raised, I guess.
I was never a big into the stuffing. Like I know a lot of people down here love it. I'm just not big into the stuffing.
Like some people put giblets, like they
I've heard of that.
Yeah, and put it in their turkey in their stuffing. I hate that.
Yeah.
I always pick it out. But I mean, like celery, raisin, your stuffing mix in there is in there too. That's sometimes onions. That depends. But like, stuffing is my favorite thing. I get stuffing and then the frozen peas. Put the butter on them.
Not for me.
No, but if
you know
you
what
want
is for me? Comics are for me. That's what's for me.
What? Oh, you eat comics? I didn't know that.
Only the Tom King ones because they're not good for anything else.
No. Like the comic companies are eating your money.
Yeah, you read about that.
Yeah, I don't even like stovetop. Like I said, I just don't like. I've gone to restaurants. It's like like you see, like where do they go? They go to Denny's in the Santa Claus when he burnt the turkey. So he
Yeah. They go to Denny's.
I went to Denny's with a friend once. Well, it was around Thanksgiving time, and I think this was right when the first Hobbit movie came out. They were handing out the trading cards and all that stuff you can get with the Denny's meals.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I remember I got the Hobbit meal. It's like a Thanksgiving dinner. I was like, this is kind of cool, and I'm like having Thanksgiving, but not on Thanksgiving Day. It was like it's so weird, and like I said, the problem I ran into was that the stuffing they gave me was just bland. Yeah. But the gravy, dark gravy always. I don't put white gravy on. I'm not a Southerner. I'm not into the.
I'm a Southerner, and I don't even like white gravy. Like, whose idea was it to put gravy on biscuits? Like, that's just weird.
Dark gravy and biscuits is a different story.
Man, jelly, butter, or honey are the only things.
Because you have a dinner roll or biscuit, and you have if you have turkey, with gravy, on your plate and stuff, and then you just soak it up, the bread up, and then you eat like that. It is just fun. You can even open the biscuit, put the turkey and the gravy in there, and eat like a sandwich.
I do that. I don't do it with the gravy, but I will put the turkey in the middle of the roll like a little sandwich. That is, or like my dad. My dad's weird. My dad will get a honey baked ham sometimes to go with the turkey. So sometimes I'll combine them both. I'll do a little ham and a little turkey in the same roll.
No, but speaking of Thanksgiving stuff, since we will not be here on Thursday, we'll be with our families eating 4-course meals
and watching football or whatever.
I'm not going to go that American. I'm not going to watch that. I'm not going to watch football.
You're too close to Canada. They're invading your brain. You need to be full American for Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, we'll put the maple syrup on the turkey. It's with the Canadian flag in there. You betcha. We don't use a popper. We use a Canadian flag. You put it in there. I know, but no. So we're not gonna be here on Thursday. So we decided to move it to Wednesday. That's the most logical time for us to get get together. Zach and I will be here at 7 p.m. Central, an hour early than we normally do on Wednesday night. Geek Easy will be joining us. We're going to keep it to an hour because we do have to do something offline, recording something for you guys that will be airing on Thursday. So check out for something on Thursday from us, a reading. Yeah. With that being said, disagree about white gravy cream. I'm not gonna read that. White gravy lover. Nope, sorry.
It's not into it.
No.
Why aren't you putting butter and syrup on your waffles? That's what waffles are for. Syrup.
No butter. Maple syrup.
Maple syrup, no butter?
No. Just like French toast.
Yeah.
No butter. No.
I want French toast now. All right.
I can say you put butter in the pan, you make French toast. Why would I put more butter on it?
That's a good point.
Yeah. Too much butter is just like, it's like you might as well eat the stick of butter.
Who is it? There's somebody. I think it's Melanie Mack. She eats butter, like raw butter, all the time.
I did not know that she was 37.
She does not look 37. I would have guessed like 24, 25. Like she looks really good for 37.
I had no idea that she's older than you.
She is older than me by like 2 years. It's crazy. All right. I'm starting, right? That's what we said.
You are starting this week.
Okay. Guys, also just warning. There will be a lot of crossover tonight. I'm pretty sure at least 3 of our books will be the same. But
yeah.
I know I have one. I have one that I know is not on your list, and it's gonna be my number 5.
Yeah. So Big Boss is saying, you just you're talking about League of Comic Geeks. Go to leaguecomicheeks.com, and then you basically sign up. Put your valid email address in there. They'll ask you to verify it, and then what you do is we're in a new comic section here, and basically you can look at the books that are coming out, create a pull list, and then what you do, if you have, there is a mobile app for this, you can also install on your phone. And what I do is I go to my comic book store and I look at my my pull list, and then I go there. Some shops you can even through the League Comic Geeks, you can even send them hook up with them. You search for their I think it's in here. It's either in stores here, browse stores, and you can find it, and you can basically just do your pull list through there, and you can email a copy to them. Or, as I said, once you go to your comic book store, if you have a local comic book store, go to your comic book store. You can create your pull list there. So put a box there side to the side for you. But I mean, this is just a way to help remind you, say what's coming out, because you can look ahead. See here the dates here. You can just keep going to see what's coming out next, and yeah, it's that simple. And not only that, right here when you it's not released yet, but you'll see add this book to my pull list. You'll be able to hear a little plus here, and then I'll add it there. Then if you go over here, just to the right of it, you can basically add your book. Now it's in your digital library. What's on here, basically saying that you own it. So
yeah, it's really easy for keeping track of your collection.
I love it.
Yeah, it's really great. I also am laughing at the fact that you have 2 books right there that I know you're reading, but instead you went over to Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty funny.
As Ash said, it's a virtual pull list. But it's great. But it's great for keeping track of your books.
It is.
It even sets up in your notifications, so you can actually have it email you that week. Send you email, hey, remind you to get your books. These are your pull lists.
Yep. It's really cool. Really cool little listing tool there. But yeah, so my number 5, I only have one Marvel book this week, and this is it. And it's by one of my favorite Marvel writers from the old days, the good old days, Mr. Tom DeFalco, taking one of my favorite Marvel stories, and they're kind of revisiting it, kind of adding a little bit to the lore. It is Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars Battle World. This is a
secret.
It is a secret. This is not the Jonathan Hickman Secret Wars. This is the original, in my opinion, the best Secret Wars, the one that Marvel did way back in the day to sell action figures.
It's a throwback issue, basically. Like they have the artists coming in, the writers coming in, and writing stories that took place in the middle of their runs.
Yes, it's like we haven't seen Marvel do this before at all for the last 2
Wow.
years.
I'm just so glad it's actually like not somebody new.
It's Secret Wars. It's Tom DeFalco. I didn't even realize Secret Wars was 40 years old. I think I knew that, but it
Well,
just didn't
look how
click.
old Ash is, and then -10.
But yeah, Tom DeFalco, like I said, one of my personal favorite writers for Marvel. He's done Spider Girl, he's done Fantastic Four, he's done New Warrior. He's done a ton of stuff. Art by Pat Olliffe or O'Leaf. Uh, some pretty cool variant covers too. I like the homages to Secret Wars #1. They have a Ryan Stegman variant that
Todd
looks
Knock
really
anything.
awesome. Todd Knox is a connecting variant.
Oh,
So I know if I go for that one, I'm gonna
it's
have
4
to get
issues,
all
bro.
of those. I thought it was 5,
Oh,
4 or 5, something like that. One of those two.
I think it's only 4.
Yeah,
So,
the
and
Todd the Todd Knock looks really cool though.
I mean, the main cover says always on top here. It could be, maybe it's 5, but it says 1 and a
Let me see.
4 issue.
Oh no, it is 4. You're right. I just clicked on series. Okay, I thought it was 5 for some reason. Let's think of something else, I guess. So it's a 4-issue miniseries, and y'all know I'm not a huge fan of miniseries. I kind of turn my nose up at them most of the time. But this is really cool. I like this idea. Going back, adding some lore to Secret Wars. Looks like it's gonna revolve a lot around Spider-Man and the Human Torch because they seem to be on all the covers, which I like. Spider-Man, the Human Torch as superhero besties.
I don't remember the Human Torch being in Secret Wars.
Yeah, he was in Secret Wars. The only member of the Fantastic Four who wasn't in Secret Wars was Sue Storm.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was Sue. Okay.
Because Johnny was the one that alien girl really liked that Colossus had a crush on.
Yeah, Colossus.
Colossus kicked Kitty. He forgot all about Kitty with the first 2 seconds he saw this alien.
But I think what they said we're reading it because we did read it on this channel.
We did.
Yeah, we did. Kind of felt like whenever this girl would heal you, like you kind of fell for her, like she had like a pull on you.
Yeah. Look at that Stegman though. That's really cool. I also just really love this cover. This has always been one of my favorite Secret Wars covers.
After Zek.
It's pretty cool. It's got OG Captain Marvel. It's got She-Hulk. It's got Storm with the Mohawk.
It's got the awesome Monica.
It's got it's all the cool characters. Wolverine, Wasp, Hawkeye. That's Rhodey in the Iron Man suit. So yeah.
That's just correcting you. Kitty was 13. He didn't have relations with her.
How old was Colossus? Was he 17? Was he right under that limit, or was he like right at 18?
I thought he was like. I thought he was like 16 or 17.
He might have been.
Because he still was in love with her. He talked about it in the series. I remember that part.
Yep. What was it? When Colossus dumped her, doesn't Wolverine take him to a bar to get his butt beat up by the Juggernaut or something after he dumps her? After they get back from Secret Wars, I think. I don't know. The Sean Galloway one's kind of cool too. That one's got like a kid-friendly, like a preschool book look to it.
Weird.
I like his art. It's kind of cool. Like I would, if I had a kid, I would put this up in his nursery.
That's like a Steven Universe.
No, Steve Universe. Their muscles wouldn't be as defined. They would just be like Cyclops would not be that jacked if that was a Steven Universe picture. But anyway,
we have a different name for him.
I'm not. I refuse to call him that. This is not that show.
It is. His name is Sick Lips.
Only on the readings is it Sick Lips. Here,
whenever we talk about his channel, his name is Sick Lips.
So, on top of the original cast of Secret Wars, something that I like is that they're gonna fit in like surprise, like guest villains that weren't in the original run. Like I kind of did some looking ahead, and I have a few ideas of other heroes and villains that
it's another figure variant.
I hate these covers.
As you
these I don't understand why Marvel does these. Like these action figures.
There it goes. I was gonna say it's taking a while for the load. Hey, it's
oh, it's Iceman. I thought it was Vision.
Where's his dress?
I thought it was White Vision.
Where's his Hellfire Gala dress?
Thankfully, that hadn't happened yet.
His
Actually,
secret shield.
why is Iceman wasn't in Secret Wars? Storm,
Maybe
Rogue,
the second one.
Cyclops.
I don't know.
Maybe he was in 2. I still haven't read through Secret Wars 2. I need to do that. Anyway, off track. Getting off track here. Yeah. So Marvel superheroes, Secret Wars, Battle World #1. It looks like it's going to be a really good time. Good, $5, but it's written by Tom DeFalco. I think Tom DeFalco is worth $5. So yeah, I do like seeing the older writers, especially my favorite ones. I like seeing them come back. I wish that they would put them on like an ongoing, but this is really cool. Like I said, I love the Secret Wars story, everything that happened there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, you look right there. You've got the whole cast of the original.
What did they
Secret
do
Wars
to
there.
Hulk? Why does he look like he's from? He looks like a teenage Hulk.
That picture I think is off the cover of one of the new She-Hulks, the Rainbow Rowell covers.
This one is?
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
Rainbow Rowell.
Yeah, I think that one is too. I think they're both on the same cover.
Malcolm Man looks so much better here than he does in the actual book.
He is such a nerd. Yeah, Nightcrawler's got a beard now. So does Colossus too.
It's Andrew Garfield.
He does kind of look like Andrew Garfield. I can't unsee that now.
Thunderball looks like he's just a teenage kid again.
Thunderball looks like Mr. Terrific cosplaying as Thunderball.
Looks like Power Man, Luke Cage from Ultimate Spider-Man. The show.
But yeah, Secret Wars, Battle World. It's also really weird they're saying Battle World because that's also, it's like, I know there's Battle World, the planet, but then that's also what they call the map in Hickman's Secret Wars. I think Marvel just really likes the word Battle World. So, but anyway, yeah, Spider-Man, the Human Torch, and a whole bunch of other superhero shenanigans.
Surprise supervillain appearances.
Yeah.
So all new superheroes?
Not from the original story. Yeah, new heroes, other heroes and villains that weren't in the original Secret Wars will be showing up in this. So that's kind of cool.
Nice. All right. Go to my number 5. Mine's probably higher on the list.
Maybe. That's my only Marvel book this week, though.
Really?
Yep.
I don't have a Marvel book this week.
I know, because you told me you were going to read all of your books today, which means
no.
DC.
I mean, not on my top 5. I don't have a Marvel, but I think I may have a Marvel.
Sure. Are you still reading Iron Man?
Guilty.
Mr. Emma Frost.
I'm not gonna say per se. I might borrow Ash's copy. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna borrow Ash's.
Oh, okay. Ash has a copy. Okay.
Yeah, Ash will have a copy, and I'll borrow it.
I didn't know Ash had those.
Mine. He doesn't want anybody to know. He's a huge fan of
out.
My bad. Justice Society number 7 is my number 5. Oh man, I was just going through this. There's so many cool books coming out this week. It's just like, but I'm trying to limit it down to what does I really, really want to read. And Justice Society America, and can't go wrong with Stargirl. Alan Scott, who's still straight in this book. You also got Helena Wayne, who has this just kind of like disgruntled, or this dysfunctional relationship with her father. He's not her father. He's just her father from a different universe. And yeah, so Batman's gonna be in here too. Solomon Grundy stalking them in the swamps. Jeff Johns, one of his last few projects, actually, it's probably his only project left. He has it here at DC.
I think so. I
don't think he's doing anything else. But it's been fun. So basically, readings are cut short when JSA and the Lost Children to face down a new threats. Can this group of heroes and sidekicks find the rhythm, and will be curtains for both? What happens when there's a massive ramifications for the next stage of the new golden age? So it's a brand new arc. The other one's over. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do. Looks like we got Dr. Fate here, Salem the Witch Girl, obviously. Dr. Midnight, Green Lantern, or as you call him, the Sentinel, as he should be called.
I actually didn't care for the Sentinel name. He was the
It
Green
made
Lantern.
sense because it was too confusing having calling him Green Lantern when there's already Green Lanterns. He's not part
Okay,
of it.
so should we call Jay Garrick the Blur since there's Wally and Barry also being called the Flash?
No, we'll call him the Flash. We just won't call the other ones the Flash because
That makes sense.
we'll call them the Blurs and the Blink.
Jakeem Thunder. Actually, I'm curious. What is the Adams murderous ex-wife doing in this book? Jean Loring. I see you. I see you. We were talking about Brad Meltzer last night.
Sanderson Hawkins.
Mm-hmm.
Your boy in there. Rambo
Rick
Girl.
Tyler. My
Rick
favorite
Tyler,
my favorite hour man. Yep.
Yep. And then hey, it's Sweep. Remember Sweep?
The leg. Sweep the leg.
I don't remember who Rainbow Girl is.
She looks like was she one of the Titans from like the 90s? Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. No, that's Argent. I think I'm.
There was Halo.
No, Halo was one of the outsiders. Rainbow is a member of the Legion of Superheroes.
Oh, okay.
Which is not the first time that Jeff Johns has done that. He took Starman from the Legion of Superheroes and put him on the JSA way back in the day. So.
All right, so yeah, I guess I'm looking forward to this. You got the Panek stock card variants.
The Yannick Paquette. I know. I want to see the full picture. They've been just doing like the little individual ones. I want to see like them all put together.
Yeah, they're all connecting covers. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
which I
good.
kind of wasn't. I was just buying the normal covers because a lot of the connect covers were just like But I might get the Stargirl one because I'm a mark for Stargirl stuff. I love her. I love the series. Jeff Johns really did an awesome job with her stories.
She's one of the best kid superheroes, I think.
Kind of like eagerly like especially like Donna Troy.
Donna Troy's good. I like Donna Troy a lot.
Yeah, and then of course we got the Yelena, the Wildcat. So yeah,
Yolanda. Yelena is the White Widow. I like this one.
I'm shocked. I forgot which one the White Widow was. Glad that you are on top of that. All right, so yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to this. I mean, obviously it's 20 pages only though. Yeah, I don't think So basically, I'm gonna be sad when this goes because this is the last JSA you're gonna get any of them DC unless DC decides to deal without Jeff Johns.
If they do, it's a risky endeavor.
I see them doing it though. Like I said, I don't see them saying, "Whoa," because he's not here. No, I say, screw that. We're gonna make it worse because they're arrogant. The only thing that's gonna change is if whoever owns DC decides, if Warner Brothers sells DC or whatever, or it is Warner Brothers decides, you know what, you guys are making a profit, is to start cleaning house.
I still don't know if JSA would still get moved up to the front of the line. I think what happens is DC will forget all about the JSA because Jeff Johns won't be there to talk about it. So they'll be hey, we have room for more Batman books.
JSA was your outlet to all the Golden Age heroes. Without Jeff Johns, you didn't really get to see him that much.
Nobody really talked about JSA after Johns left the run, even though it went on for like a couple dozen more issues.
Was it William Mesner Loebs that brought in Jay Garrick into the Flash book?
Back in the 90s, you mean?
Yeah, with Wally West.
Yeah, he had Jay. Jay made some appearances. Jay was in Joshua Williamson's run actually during New 52.
Yeah.
And Rebirth. Jay even. I think Jay was like the only JSA member around.
Pretty much. Power Girl.
Power Girl was around for all right. So those two, maybe Dr. Fate.
Power Girl doesn't get that much love.
Look
at her in the Power Girl. I said, and I'm hoping that Power Girl is going to pop up on one of these issues here. It's coming up. And like I said, I hope it's basically Power Girl, not the Leah Williams. I hope it's Jeff Johns' Power Girl.
It feels like there's a very big There's a very big difference. Power Girl was in the last issue. Yeah. And she was written more like regular Power Girl, whereas Leah Williams is taking her in a completely different direction. I don't even read those. I just watch.
And this is why I say not everything has to be connected because they can have their shit crap over there as long as
Yeah.
somebody's giving me what I want. I don't care. Let them
Yeah.
do what they want. It's not going to tarnish the character. It's just going to make that character look, or not the character, but the writer looking idiot.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I spent too
Make-
much time on this. Let's go.
Put Leah Williams back on Exterminators, Marvel.
Honestly,
Give us exploding boobs again.
that was the most entertaining thing I've ever read by her.
Yeah, the art was really good too.
Well, yeah.
All right. V wants Power Girl to pop up. What a honking attitude. Why is that the word today? Why is honk the word?
Oh my gosh. Hey, Mariah, honk honk. So,
Anyway.
Zach, if you had joined us on Sunday, we read Action Comics 457. In the back end of the story, there was a story with Black Canary and Green Arrow fighting against a bunch of clowns.
Oh.
Palpatine was on with us, and Palpatine was reading the thugs, the clown thugs, and he kept going honk.
That would probably have driven me crazy. I hate clowns.
And that carried on to the next reading with Daredevil versus Spider-Man in Daredevil number 17.
Did they fight clowns in Daredevil?
No. We just kept honking.
Kind of glad I wasn't there Sunday now.
We're kind of glad you weren't either because
Although I do want to read some Green Arrow books at some point because I am a big Green Arrow fan.
Well, I thought about doing the Denny O'Neil one.
Not a huge fan. I like the Denny O'Neil one. I know a lot of people say that's the definitive run. I'm more of a fan of the Kevin Smith and Phil Hester run.
Oh.
But that's just me. Or the Satellite Justice League era where he's wearing like the Errol Flynn costume. That's also good. Anyway, my number 4 book this week is the only other book that's not a DC book. And Ash is going to have an apple to throw at me for this one. But I also just realized it's our last issue of this title until March of 2024. You just pass it up. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a writer named Robert Kirkman who has a studio called Skybound. This is
Wait. This is your what? Number what?
This is my number 4.
Cancel Zach.
Cancel me. I don't care. It won't be my first time. It won't be my last time. This is my number 4 book. Look, I made the top 5. Yeah, it's the end of the first story arc. So first of all, if you don't know what Void Rivals is, this is Robert Kirkman's first title of his Energon universe that he's created. It's going to have G.I. Joe, Transformers, and then Void Rivals. Who knows if he's going to add anything else to it. This is a very awesome, very good sci-fi epic tale. Two soldiers from 2 warring civilizations that kind of team up, and Robert Kirkman's been doing a really good job. I've really been enjoying these recent issues. But yeah, it looks like this one, number 6, is the end of the first story arc. So I'm very curious to see how he wraps up everything, what kind of story threads he's going to be plotting for the next year. So yeah, the art has been really good too by Lorenzo De Felici. So I don't have low anticipation, by the way, for the finale of the story arc. That is not why this is number 4. This is only number 4 because my top 3 just get me that much more excited. I think that Robert Kirkman will do a great job with this first story arc finale. Like I said, I've been really enjoying it. So anyway, Ash is now just going to berate me in the chat. Yeah, this has been really good, though. I think that that if you like science fiction, this is worth a look. If you want to get prepared. That one's pretty cool. Although it looks like she has cat ears. She looks like Catwoman.
What did you see the other group that ordered she was with? They all had cat ears. Hers. She's missing.
Hers
one.
is missing. Yeah. Okay. I had to look at it to see if it was.
I wonder if it got damaged when they crashed on the planet.
Oh, could be.
Or because she left the order, maybe that it got damaged when she left.
Also, look at that hand droid, looking all handy. Android is pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, this is really great. Really great sci-fi book. Also, if you just want to kind of get start dipping your toes into the Energon universe that he's got going on with Transformers, that's
Yeah.
already had a couple of issues out. This is really fun book. I highly recommend it.
Alrighty. It is awesome. I love art on here.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's like what does that remind? It's kind of like 1984 in space is the vibe that cover gives me. It's like, look, they're being like fed information from the computer screen, and the two down there look like they're trying to break out the system.
He's got
It's
a
very
Jack Palance face.
His face looks he looks really old. He looks like
And she
a
looks
grandpa.
like Goldie Hawn.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know. Anyway. All right. Go to my number 4. Number 444. And for anybody who is watching at home and hasn't said hello, please do say hello. But also, if you're just too shy, please click like and subscribe. All right, my number 4 for this week. This is where I kick. This is where I upload, or I say downloading, kicking the balls to Zach. Number 4 is Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong.
Nice.
I read the first one. I did enjoy the first one, but I wasn't like, oh, I got to see more of this. I'm curious to see if this will hook me, the second issue. But I will not deny that this is some awesome art here.
Look at that. That's awesome. This has some really cool covers too.
But first, I thought his leg was in there, but he's above it.
Yeah.
Because God help me, if we get another freaking miniseries where he loses a limb,
what are you gonna do?
Drop the book. That is. All right, so we got the connecting covers here, which I can't tell which is. I guess. Are they connecting covers? I guess yeah, they are. They are.
I mean, I guess it says connecting. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the right side. This is the right version. With the face of Superman.
That looks. Yeah, that's weird. It also looks like Rampage. It looks more like the Rampage gorilla instead of King Kong. Also, look, I appreciate having the whole DC universe show up, but you really Fire and Ice.
No, not this version.
Power Girl, I'm okay with. Fire and Ice. I'm sorry. What are y'all gonna do against?
If Supergirl's in her normal classic costume here, why is Power Girl in the nasty, ugly costume?
Is Supergirl in the classic? She's not wearing the pantsuit. Oh, okay. Until she was wearing the pants. Also, is the Flash flying?
Where do you see the Flash? Oh yeah, he is running. I bet he jumped off. No, he most likely jumped off a building. And look, there's drift balls.
Maybe. Oh yeah, terrific balls. How about that?
Terrific set of balls.
Well, he is now.
Well, that's the thing I loved about the cartoon series. Just like is that Wally would run on when John would basically create a bridge for him using the lantern construct.
The Nakayama.
But as you see, yeah, the flashes come from this way.
Oh yeah, I see. The lightning bolts.
There's Captain Whitebread.
We love our Captain Whitebread.
But as much as I'd love to have a connecting cover, I can just right click and save as and put it together. But as a desktop paper on my computer. Yeah. But then there's the Dustin
Nguyen? Is it Dustin Nguyen?
Is it Nguyen? Yeah, I always call it.
It's not.
I was butcher it. I always call it New Gen.
I know it's not Nagayan. I know that. That one's not bad though. It's kind of cool.
And two lovers having a dispute.
My favorite one is the last one, the one you haven't shown.
That's
the Francesco Mattina.
Yep.
That's my favorite one. 125. the Atom, always perched on Wonder Woman's
I'm
shoulder.
sorry. I look at this now. I just can't see it. It's Harry and the Hendersons. It's Bigfoot.
Look, he's almost got those Kelly Jones,
This
Joe
looks
Kelly ears.
This looks like
Jones.
AI art though. Look at his face.
Oh, see, now you said that. That kind of ruins it a little bit for me. It does kind of have an AI quality to it. I can't quite pin it. I do like seeing Starfire back there, though, and Plastic Man, and Atom Smasher,
And look at Kara.
Kara, and
The red.
bikini.
Yeah.
Yep.
The halter top and the Actually, isn't that more like the Michael
That
Turner
would-
one?
That might be more like the Michael Turner. I think
With
Red
the
Tornado
sleeves.
made it in there too.
Yep, all of them. Dr. Fate,
Yeah,
Adam. Yep,
very cool.
all of them. Yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to this, man. Like I said, I'm just gonna get the main cover. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna.
The main one's good. I like the main one.
I don't even have 3 books,
cheaper.
much less 3 ahead of Rivals. You only have probably 1 book, and it probably is Rivals on your pull list. So you can't complain about us having other books ahead of it. You're only buying 1 book a week. If that
That's true. I'm having a very DC week.
But like I said, I hope this issue plays out well. I enjoyed the first one. I liked the banter between Barry and Hal. I thought that was kind of funny. Wonder Woman kind of saying, "Why don't you guys should be the ones getting married?" No. I just want to see how it plays out. All
Right on. All right.
I've seen this week. Ooh, big spender.
Hey, that's 1 more than you thought he was getting. Good for you, Ash. You go at your own speed.
But
All right.
will you pick it up this week, or you wait the next week to pick it up?
Good point. For my number 3, we're gonna go back. So there's a theme here I'm noticing with most of my book, or at least 2 of my books.
Are we going back to World's Fight? World's
No.
Are we going
We're
to
gonna-
World's Finds?
No, we're visiting
Godzilla?
our good friend Jeremy Adams.
Oh,
He's got a miniseries that's coming out right now, starring my second favorite Flash, Jay Garrick, number 2, starring Jay Garrick and his daughter, fresh from the past, Judy, aka the Boom. Rumble with the Robear, with the robotic bear. That's pretty awesome right there. So this is really fun. It's I really like this. Jeremy Adams is still writing a Flash book, and also having to do with his daughter coming back from the past and getting reacquainted with Jay and his mom Joan.
Stargo's popping up too, supporting, not a cameo.
Yep. We got a bunch of JSA members showing up in this. Atom Smasher, Hawkman, Dr. Fate, Spectre. So
Wow.
yeah. So this was really, really fun.
Nice.
I don't know how long this one's gonna go for. I think 5 issues is the length for this one.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's 3 issues, man.
But the last issue was cool. So it kind of showed when Judy went missing. There was a villain that had kidnapped her mom, and Jay stopped her, or stopped the villain, but then Judy went missing. So that one's a pretty fun cover. I like that one. That guy's like, "Hey, my hat!"
The ice cream with a cherry.
Yep. He's off looking for the next person that he's gonna
So
pants.
how do they see him?
He doesn't go as fast as Barry or Wally. It's actually canon that Jay is not, while he does have access to the Speed Force, he's not as fast as Barry or Wally are. So he probably could catch a blur of him as he runs by. So that probably would be why. If we're gonna dig into the realism of covers.
It's John Cena.
Anyway, this is really fun. Jeremy Adams has showed several times he knows how to write superhero family, not just superhero family, just like family relationships. He does a really good job with that. I think especially between fathers and daughters. Also, I like the flashbacks in like the 1930s and 40s
Yeah.
set pieces. So
Yep.
seeing him go back to that is really fun. And so I don't know if there'll be more of that in this issue or if the trouble from the 40s is going to come to the present
Yeah.
day. But
Like I said, Stargo's on there, dude. I'm buying it.
yeah,
And
there you go.
even more said to buy it because it's Jeremy Adams running Stargirl.
You know what? If Johns leaves, I nominate Jeremy Adams for JSA duty.
Honestly, I think he could pull it off.
I think he could too. I really do.
But I'm concerned though. They probably like, here is Joshua Williamson putting it out.
I'd still read it. I like Williamson.
Joshua Williamson on a Hawkman series, maybe.
I would read that too. I would read a Jeremy Adams, a Josh Williamson, or a Robert Venditti.
Why isn't Jeremy Adams just writing the Teen Titans?
Because Aussie boy Tom Taylor wants to write the Teen Titans.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Let's give it to somebody who doesn't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah. Let's give it to the guy. Let's give it to the guy whose bread and butter is multiverse stories. Let's put him on something that's actually canon. That's a great idea. It's not a great idea. But anyway, this book is. That's why it is my number 3. Jay Garrick, the Flash, and his daughter Judy. So, Jetsons pun.
You're getting old, you know that?
I like the Jetsons.
I know, but you're getting old because pretty soon, as we get older, closer to Breen's age, the people in the crowd are not going to know what the hell the Jetsons are.
All right, if you know what the Jetsons are, put 1 in the chat, please, so I don't feel alone.
I'm just saying the people currently in the chat know it. But I mean, as we get more younger people.
Okay, if you're watching this on the replay and you call yourself a younger person, comment with the number 1 so I know that I'm not alone.
If you're watching the replay and made it this far, put down that you won because you actually made it this far into the stream. Congratulations, that's an achievement unlocked. You made it 54 minutes into our stream.
47, sir. 47 minutes.
I feel like we went. Well, yeah, we did go a little later. We went like 8:05 or something.
Yeah, sure.
I can't see that. I can only see the clock on my computer. I can't see. I'm only seeing StreamYard. But anyway, all right. My number 3 for this week is World's Finest because I enjoyed the last issue. As we say about multiverse, there are select people who do know how to write some multiverse stuff. Mark Waid being one of them. As we saw last week, the king of multiverse content and all stuff, how to properly write it, it's Mark Millar. All right, so World's Finest, Kingdom Come, a book series I've never read. I haven't read the event yet.
It's not bad.
But
it's not bad.
Even though, and we say this, I don't need to read it to understand what's going on in this book.
It's true. It is very newcomer friendly, I feel.
Which is really helpful. Superman Batman, having followed the Boy Thunder, basically Superman's former sidekick, to Kingdom Come, find themselves on a world path to the apocalyptic future. Can the World's Finest team prevent the transformation of Boy Thunder into the villainous Magog? Or is his fate sealed? Yeah, that's right. Boy Thunder is turning into Magog. Crazy.
Right. Who was a pain in the ass in Jeff John's JSA run. So, yes. Hey, it's cool. We kind of get like a little origin story. So, yeah. Yeah, Dan Moore is still doing the art, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Yeah, Dan Moore, one of the best artists in the biz right now.
Yep.
And so you get all these characters. Some you know, Captain Marvel, Aquaman, but then some characters get very drastic redesigns in this new world.
He's no longer called the Boy Thunder. He's now called Thunderman.
Thunderman.
Ma'am. Whoa, that's Dinah Lance. Yeah, she's got short hair in this. They're all old. Oh, she looks very, very butch. Is Dinah a lesbian in this universe?
I don't believe so.
Okay, the Mirko Kolak cardstock variant. I do like this, the background stuff.
Yeah, the city with the lights and everything, that does look really cool.
Looks like a 90s cover. All right, 125, which I will not be getting because it's 125. World's Finest cover. I mean, now that I see the giant penis here, I'm definitely not getting it.
And you've ruined that cover for everybody else. I thought you weren't going to get it because of the giant bat ears.
That's more of like an armor. That's what it looks more like the Kingdom Come.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Owlman buckle belt. I don't like. Yeah, but then we have the Brian Hitch cover. One of the last few Brian Hitch, I guess, covers you're going to see DC.
You think he's going to stop doing variant covers entirely? I mean, I guess
think so.
I guess that's what it means to be.
They are exclusive. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Why give money to another company that doesn't respect you? That's what I say.
That is a pretty sweet cover.
Is that
Alan, Scott, and Jay?
Okay, there's Alan.
Yep.
I'm getting like flashbacks of Parallax.
No, that's him that's more Sentinel or right. Emerald Knight.
Whatever his name is. Is it Parallax or is
Parallax is the bad one. Parallax is the bad guy. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
And Thor.
Thor. Aquaman doing his best. Look at the seahorse on his chest.
I know.
Of all the sea creatures to have as your logo, you're going to put a seahorse on there?
It is a really flamboyant cover, though, for Superman.
I don't know. Dude, the black shield, the S logo is grown on me. I really dig it.
That's an S? How the hell do you see an S out of there?
Well, the top and the border, the frame is part of it. It doesn't look so much like an S there, I guess, but
looks like he failed alphabet. That's spelling.
It means hope. It's not the human alphabet.
All right. Look at that, Marania shilling for an RPG on my channel.
What?
I know, right?
But in all seriousness, if you are watching this and you like tabletop role-playing games, after this stream, jump over to I Love Comics channel and check out Marania as she puts RDV and a bunch of other RPG players through Marvel dungeon crawling. What villains will they face?
Check out RDV as he sleeps, waiting for his turn. There's like 9 people playing, as it feels like.
Sounds like you need some Mountain Dew or some coffee or something.
I might just go get food afterwards, and then show up late.
I do like food. Food is good.
Yeah.
All right.
It's your number 2, sir.
My number 2? It's one that you've already talked about, and I am also going to talk about it because I am a really big fan of this so far.
Is it the one I just did, or is it?
It's not. It's not the one you just did. I am picking up World's Finest, but it did not make the top 5.
Justice Society.
No, it's actually not Justice Society.
What?
Although I am looking forward to Justice Society.
All right, let's go to Godzilla.
It is Godzilla. You're right. I am very much enjoying. I'm eating so well as a Godzilla fan right now. Between the Monarch show, the Godzilla comic, and then we have the new Godzilla movie that's coming out soon. It is such a good time to be a fan of the King of the Monsters. I was unsure because I'm not super familiar with this writer, Brian Buccellato. I wasn't super familiar with him, so I didn't know how the first issue was going to go. First issue was really good. It wasn't a ton of monster action, but it did do enough pacing, enough setup to kind of set the stage for everything. So now going into issue number 2, I'm hopeful that we're gonna really get some like monsters showing up and some superheroes laying the smackdown on them.
I want more than the Legion of Doom. Sorry,
dude. I like what they did with the Legion of Doom though. Where like Grodd's trying to talk to Kong because they're both apes, or what is it? The toy maker, the toy man is the one. He's the reason that everybody gets all the monsters start to
Do
invade.
you think
That
there'll
was
be
pretty cool.
any deaths of characters in this?
I
Being a
honestly
MonsterVerse?
no. Honestly, no. I don't think like where it says a hero falls. I don't think that there's going to be any deaths. At least nothing long lasting. Maybe somebody will appear dead and then show up like, oh no, I actually survived 2 issues later.
Superman loses a leg.
It's not. It doesn't seem like a canon event. It seems it's an out of like an Elseworlds type.
It is an Elseworlds, yeah, obviously.
So
I'm just saying. Do you think that because Elseworlds means, hey, you can kill him?
true. That's a good point. That is a good point. So I don't know. It would be, dude. How crazy? Oh, because Superman and Lois got engaged in the last issue. What if he? Oh, what if he's a mother and he kills Lois Lane? Like she has a building fall on her or something, or Godzilla steps on her, and so Superman goes crazy and punches a hole through Godzilla's chest like he did in Injustice with Joker.
Yeah, when a hero falls, it's how the tide of the battle will change.
That would be
so
wild.
If Superman seemingly dies.
No, because radioactivity wouldn't kill him.
No, but I mean, like, if they want to kick him out for the rest of the series until the very end, have him come in and be like, boom.
Yeah.
That guy you forgot about?
Yeah, I don't think, because radiation doesn't kill Superman. If anything, I think Godzilla radiation would, like, supercharge him. I would.
You only think he's going to die? Barry.
Barry's going to kill Superman?
No, not Barry.
You think Barry's going to die?
Yeah.
Could be. Maybe Supergirl dies because she's filling in for Superman on the team, on the Justice League. But that was before all the I don't know. I can speculate about this 10 Noise from Sunday. But, yeah, this is going to be, I think...
List them all.
No, we don't have the time. This is a really fun book. If you like giant kaiju monsters and the Justice League, this is definitely a book to check out. I after reading issue 1, I feel safe to say that this is one of the good DC pulls that you should have on your list.
Cool. All right. Undead Quentin's number 3 was Plot Holes. I saw that.
Nice.
I guess we said Plot Holes number whatever.
I am also. I think it's Plot Holes number 4. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm getting that one
too. He listed his number 2 is Somna, number 1.
Somna. I think I've heard of that one. Is that a distillery book?
Is it a manga?
No. There's a new publishing imprint called Distillery, and so they've got some writers like Becky Cloonan. They've got, I think Ram V did a book for them. I'm not sure.
Oh, right here, yeah.
Yeah. The artist on the Somna book, actually, I've heard of, Tula Lute. She's really good. She did that. She did the Barnstormers book.
But she's also been, wrote that one. But she's also been doing the covers, connecting covers for The Walking Dead.
Oh, okay.
Becky Cloonan is doing the writing, so hopefully you have a good time, with this. But
yeah, well, maybe she won't have editorial. Maybe all the bad Becky Cloonan stuff is DC editorial telling her what to do.
All right, Ash's number 2 is Plot Holes, number 4.
Nice. Okay.
All right. I'm a sucky for erotic horrors.
Wait, what?
That's not me. I'm Undead Quentin.
Oh, it's an erotic horror. Okay.
I guess so.
Okay. Sure. Have fun. Rhaegar says he hates cheese with the power of 1,000. Why would you hate cheese? Ash also said, wait, Ash has 3 books? I thought he only had 2.
Where was your 3?
He said his number 3 is his Amazon Prime subscription.
Oh, that's why I didn't read it, because it's not a freaking book.
Yeah, it's got to be a book to be a number 3.
Your physical book you're buying this week.
I actually got a physical book in the mail the other day. I'll show off tomorrow. But I think a lot of
Magazine
people
Day?
like it. Huh?
What?
No, it's an omnibus. not a nudie omnibus. It's a Marvel omnibus.
It's Nudie Magazine Day.
Clear that up right now. Ash also says Comixology is a book. Is it though?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
There's a lot of books I've been buying for the readings through Comixology. Comixology is a really good program.
Yeah.
I've mine's already combined. Except they already combined it with Like if you're using the browser, it's already in your Kindle mixed together. So it's also my Kindle app on my phone. So
Huh.
I don't have no issue with that. I mean, being the Kindle app, I never had the Comixology app because I read everything on my PC, and I'm not gonna read it on my phone.
I don't do a
If I had
whole
a big
lot of
enough
reading on my
iPad,
phone.
maybe, but
Yeah.
I just don't like the touch screen and all that stuff when I do this when I'm reading
My
stuff.
phone, even my phone, like, well, first of all, when it's like this, it's too thin. And then even if I fold it out, like, it's still, like, you can read more on it, but
Hold on, I gotta wait 8 seconds so I can watch it on the phone because I can't see.
I would rather, if I had a tablet, like an iPad or something, I would get more out of Comixology.
Oh.
So.
Alrighty.
Rhaegar just came in here starting all kinds of mess, saying that cheese is the vegetable of Satan. I don't understand that. But
He hates
okay.
Wisconsin people. That's all.
I guess so. I guess he just hates you. Wow, does that make him racist against you? Wow. That's crazy. All right.
He's
my number 2.
just mad because he got all that free publicity the other night.
Rhaegar, you can't channel me. I like cheese.
All right. My number is my number 2?
Number 2.
Okay. I was about to go number 1. I'm like, wait, did I do that? All right. Number 2 this week is Flash.
Oh, nice.
Jake Flash. Just been having fun with this series. Throwing Stargirl into the mix in there too with Judy. What could go wrong?
Daughter Judy.
I mean, like I said, Judy is rash. You know, she's pretty much impulsive. You'd say when it comes to decisions. And then you got Stargirl, who is pretty much a little older than her, I guess you'd say. Technically, the time difference. Judy should be way much her senior.
Yeah, right.
But it's great seeing Stargirl, like putting Courtney into more of an adult mode, supervision.
Yeah, more
mode.
of like a leader,
babysitter. Yeah, because she's always been the kid with the JSA. She's always the young one. So now it's like she's not the oldest anymore, or she's not the youngest anymore. So it's like cool seeing her like Jakeem and all that stuff. Seeing them like, I think Jakeem's like younger than her, right?
Jakeem is a little bit younger than her. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I said, with the impulse stuff, like she's got a whole group, the Lost Children. I guess she's gonna be leading them, or at least a new team, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope they don't call it Lost Children.
No, they'd call it like the Young All Stars or JS All Stars or something like that.
Don't do Young Justice. Dear God, don't do Young Justice. It's been tainted by that show.
Young Justice Society.
That could work.
That could work.
Anyway, so like I said, I'm looking forward to this. Jay Garrick is always fun to see. Courtney being thrown in the mix. It's a kid book. It's exactly what Jeremy Adams excels at. Writing kids being rebellious.
Also endearing.
That too. He's the John Hughes of comic books. It's compelling stories, teenage stories.
I don't hate that comparison.
Right.
I don't hate that.
Oh, like I said, Jay looks like Joe Biden. Yes, but Jay's got all his faculties. I'm like, so
Jay is a senior citizen. Are you saying all senior citizens look the same?
I want to know what's the deal with the Robo-Bear?
Dude, that actually looks really. I think it looks cool. A robotic bear. I don't know. Gets me Sonic the
A grizzly
Hedgehog
wasn't bad enough. Let's make him a cybernetic grizzly bear, like a cyborg. This is like, what the heck? That's awesome. But yeah, this is my number. This is my number 2 this week. We'll keep it short. I'm sure we talked about it.
Okay.
All right. Wow.
Alrighty. Am I counting down from number 5?
Down from your number 5 down to your number 1.
Alrighty. So, ladies and gentlemen, my number 5 book this week is the new Secret Wars Battle World miniseries from Tom DeFalco. That starts this week. That's my number 5 pick. Moving into number 4 is my only indie book this week, Void Rivals, issue number 6 from Robert Kirkman. My number 3 is Jay Garrick and his daughter Judy and Jeremy Adams miniseries. That's issue number 2 this week. My number 2 pick is Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. And my number 1 pick, I don't think Vinkman saw this coming. I think I kind of bounced him around and deflected him, kind of.
It's Superman.
Doggone it! You mother trucker! It is Superman. It is.
Oh,
it is. It is. Man, I thought I had you wondering what it was going to be.
I know it's a World's Finest. I knew it was World's Finest.
You knew it wasn't going to be World's Finest? Okay. Well, World's Finest or JSA or this. Those were the 3 that I thought you were going to...
You like Superman Chained versus Unchained.
Yes. This is my number 1 book. It is Superman. It is from Joshua Williamson and Jamal Campbell on art. This has been probably, I feel safe saying, this is Joshua Williamson's best current work. Currently. His Green Arrow is good. His Robin had been good. He had another book that he did also. Batman and Robin. He's doing Batman and Robin. But this is definitely my favorite. I think this is the best of all the DC books that he's been doing recently. He just nails the character and the essence of Superman. That cover, I have issues with.
Americans.
That looks like that is an AI generated cover. That looks very AI. Yeah, this book so far has just been great. Seeing him, Joshua Williamson has put older
Super bulge. Cannot see it now. Ugh.
Older villains that we'd forgotten about, villains like Parasite or Screaming Banshee. He's brought them back, made them relevant again.
He's had get the holiday card.
That is a nice one. I do. For $7 though, probably not.
I might just, you know what I might just do? I might just print this out and just send it to you guys. Merry Christmas, post crisis.
I'm about to say, well, you have to replace the Happy Holidays with Merry Christmas. But
hard to do.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be that hard to do. That is a nice. I do like the idea though of that. Like, I don't like though the scissors. Like, they actually are encouraging people to cut their comic book covers and use them as like. I
have to look at these. If it's an over cover, an outer cover over the actual cover.
An outer cover. Okay, yeah. So if it's that, okay. But if you're saying, hey, just cut the cover off your comic book, that's kind of cringe.
I mean, if that's the back part and this is the front part,
maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been really fun. Superman kind of reluctantly going along with Lex Luthor, who seems to have turned over a new leaf and like seems to want to help humanity. That's been really interesting to read. That's an interesting cover.
Why does he look like he's like in his 80s?
Why does he have
the long legs?
Like, he's got the muscles on the suit, but he also looks like he's too skinny. Like, give the guy a sandwich. That's also why there are no good covers for this book. Maybe the Mike Deodato. The Mike Deodato
cover.
Okay.
I have to say the main cover sucks.
The main cover, I mean, the main cover's cheap. It's only $4.99. I do like the Mike Deodato one though.
I like
the Mike
the hands.
Deodato one's not bad. Yeah, the hands are kind of weird.
But I do like Lex in the background though.
I like Lex and the Daily Planet in the background.
This is the Pixel cover.
It needs to come with some 3D glasses so the fingers are coming out at you as you read it. That one's okay, but it makes his head looks a little too small.
That's like the Putty version, where he's in space.
Putty. Yeah. Patrick Warburton as Superman. But yeah, this has been really great. So if you like Superman, like, I don't know. Would you say Post-Crisis is close to this? I don't know. I don't know if I would say Post-Crisis, but it definitely has an older Superman vibe to it.
The closest you're going to get I don't know if his parents are alive in this, though.
They haven't mentioned, the parents have not been brought up. I know the mom is still alive. I know Ma is still around. I don't remember. I think Pa is too. But I mean, they haven't been shown.
This is your Post-Crisis cover right here. This is your Jim Lee cover, isn't it? Yeah.
This has been really good. They've shown Lois and Clark together, working together as a married couple. That's been really sweet. Jimmy Olsen has been. I
Dating
mean,
Banshee.
Joshua Williamson knows how to write Jimmy.
Yeah.
Like he nailed the character of Jimmy. Perry White is running for mayor, which I thought about it maybe longer than I should have. They're kind of copying what Marvel did several years
course they
ago,
are.
where J. Jonah Jameson decided he wanted to be mayor of New York.
But that was written by Chip Zdarsky, right?
Was it Zdarsky that wrote that?
I want to say it was Zdarsky.
I don't know if it was
Could be
him
wrong.
or if it was somebody else.
Could have been.
I just think it's really funny. Both universes have newspaper editors that decided to run for mayor. It's not a coincidence.
I mean, it's a natural next step. You work at the paper, you know stuff, you cover the news, people get to know you. It's a natural next step. Is if you want to run for mayor.
Maybe. But then I mean, just seeing Superman fight.
I don't know how Jonah got in. Jonah's an asshole.
Kind of is.
Perry's like Santa Claus.
But we know that Brainiac is coming. We know that Lobo is going to be involved. So there's going to be some more classic Superman baddies coming in. This has just been a really fun book. Every time I pick this up, I end up smiling multiple times as I read it. And that's ultimately what I want, is I want to smile, have a good time.
Too. Lena Luthor.
Lena Luthor?
He's like a combination of Brainiac.
Brainiac and Luthor's DNA.
Yeah.
Yep. You got Superboy. Superboy's probably going to be in that cringy costume with the leather jacket.
Connor's like, I'm your half-sister.
No, Connor's the brother. Kara would be the half-sister.
In DC?
Yeah, I think so. Because remember, what's her name wanted to make Connor trans, and DC said, nah, you can't do that. Connor's a dude.
They say that now, and then it happens.
I mean,
we got Dr. Farman here, who basically looks like he's pretty much wearing makeup.
Dr. Pharma looks like Howard Stern with way too much foundation. It's really unnerving.
Perry White's Eric Brain.
He kind of is. But yeah, that's my number one. This is Superman issue number 8 from Williamson and Jamal Campbell. A couple other artists involved as well. Cool. But it's a blast. I hope everybody that's reading it likes it. And if you are reading it and you like it, sound off in the comments or the chat. Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Go to I'll give you a countdown. I'll go down to my number 1. My number 1. My number 5 was JSA, number 7. My number 6 was Godzilla, and number 2. Well, I say JSA JLA versus Godzilla versus Kong, issue number 2. Number 3 was World's Finest, number 21. My number 2 was J. Garrick, The Flash, issue number 2. And my number 1 for this week, it should be no surprise, because I'm cool. It's Void Rivals number 6. Save the best for last. End of story, Zach. Dude, if I drop everything else, I'd be just getting Void Rivals, Transformers, and then probably the new G.I. Joe. I mean,
you'd only get Kirkman books?
Why not? Kirkman books, Transformers. Well, Kirkman isn't doing Transformers. It's Jenny Warren Johnson.
Well, I know. Well, Skybound. I mean,
Skybound books.
So you wouldn't be getting Mark Miller books?
Well, if he puts one out.
Okay.
But if I had to add on, I said it definitely wouldn't be Marvel DC. If you're looking for books outside of Marvel DC, Transformers, Daniel Warren Johnson, Void Rivals by Robert Kirkman. Dude, you got, like I said, Mark Millar. He's got doing some more of the nightclub. I'm looking forward to just all these awesome independent books. When I look at early 90s Image, I look at it and I just turn my nose up in disgust of how it looks so bad. I look at the new stuff here and the Sky Through Sky Bowl, Robert Kirkman's doing it, and he just gets it. It feels great. I just love everything that's going on with Void Rivals. It's become one of my new favorite books, man. I love the show The Expanse because it was one of the best sci-fi shows on television in a long time. And that's why I go follow the book. And Void Rivals, man, I would love this if this was animated. Now, as long as you don't give it the Invincible treatment where you start race swapping and making characters horrible. You know, but like I said, man, this is just a fun book. Comedy, kind of like a will they, won't they? Are they going to be a couple, or are they just going to be like find out that they're brother and sister? It's going to be a Luke and Leia thing. Who knows? But like I said, they had two people that were voiced from two different worlds, sworn enemies. As they take off their helmets, you know, realize that they're the same people from the same race, as if different colored gems. Then they find out that everyone's been lying, you know, and they're just trying to basically survive. And what's with this new cult? We found that she used to be part of this secret order. It's just, I love it, you know. And then, yeah, secret that waits at the center of the sacred ring. We learn what happened to the planet, how it got that way. I think they did say it, but I can't remember though. Honestly, I don't think they did though.
I don't recall. I'll have to go back and double check.
But I mean, like, yeah, it's pretty trippy. I think you've seen the world, how it's like an orb. It's like a giant donut with like a black hole or something in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Yeah, I'm sad to see that this is ending, because it's like, oh my gosh, it's another freaking Kirkman book that's not completely ending, but it's run its course for so far. And I don't know how long I have to wait if it's going to go in hiatus till the next arc. Well, at least we get more firepower. And
until December, until next month.
Yeah, right. But I mean, like, I need something to fill that gap, and like Transformers is going to do that. Now, I'll say that all this is about the G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe, I did not like as much as this, because this is brand new. I'm going to introduce the characters. G.I. Joe, I don't know any of the characters outside of Duke. You know?
You don't know Snake Eyes? Everybody knows Snake Eyes.
Is that the Commander Cobra?
No,
Cobra?
Snake Eyes is the good guy. He's the ninja for G.I. Joe. He's the one that doesn't talk.
I don't watch G.I. Joe.
You know who Scarlet is? The hot redhead with the crossbow?
Is that Lady Jane?
No, Lady J is the other.
See, there's also Lady J. That is.
So you do know one. You know Lady J.
Lady J. Scarlet is the redhead that was in the movie.
Yep, Lady J was the second.
And then there's
movie.
CoverGirl. What's the difference?
CoverGirl, they're all different. CoverGirl's the blonde, Lady J's brunette, Scarlet's redhead.
I'm pretty sure in the new book that CoverGirl was a redhead.
No, she's a blonde.
Oh,
Scarlet's the redhead. I promise you.
No, I did not watch the 80s cartoons at all for that. I watched the Transformers. And I watched Voltron.
Voltron's not bad. It's not
they
great.
Killed Snake Eyes in the comics, so neither matter.
And yet he's still here.
Ash? He'll never leave.
No. Snake Eyes. He's still in the comics.
All right. So that's my number one note.
He was in issue 301.
That's my number one. Let's look at the trades now. Paul Dano's Riddler, your one book. He's now out for a hardcover trade, but no one cares.
I was kind of curious about that.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah. Hey, Andromeda.
Yep. Ram V, Christian Ward.
Ram V Aquaman. That's kind of cool looking. I have to check that one out.
I think it was like a 3-book thing.
Mm-hmm. But look at that, though.
Kyle Rayner, Rising Compendium.
The Compendium. It's only $60.
Yeah.
I looked into that. They got a ton of Green Lantern in there. Like a ton of Kyle Rayner books.
Kyle Rayner Rising. I hope that's not when he's having sex with Carol.
I thought
what they did, honestly,
Carol Danvers. The coffee hasn't kicked in yet.
What they should do, they should come a slipcover that looks like a refrigerator.
Oh! I'm gonna start making.
And then the interior cover, it's Gail Simone, angry.
That would be Gail Simone. You know, if that was the thing, Gail Simone would be dropping bombs all over Twitter.
She does. Let's call her books. And one else read.
You heard that she's apparently the new X-Men writer?
You thought Duggan was bad? Wait to get Gail Simone.
Yikes.
Alrighty. going on to the next ones, we got Claws here by Grant Morrison, which no one seems to want to buy in the auctions because it's probably not that great. But it's Jan Moore art, though. It's that. Like you said, what did we talk about? Great artists being stuck with crappy writers. Black Science, Rick Remender. And Matteo Scalera. Check it out, man.
Matteo Scalera. Chef's
$50 for 1 and 2.
$50 for both. 1
and then 3
and then 2.
is also being released as well.
Oh wow! Dang. Chill, guys. Chill.
It should be a giant compendium.
Yeah, they should have just made a giant. Yeah, they should have just put them all together.
An absolute or something like that, or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Daredevil and Echo. Just kidding. Nobody's
Kaya, book 2. The Mandalorian. Okay. Manifest Destiny. Avengers West Coast.
That's Manifest Destiny is actually an entertaining series. I'm not getting the hardcover, but I have the trades. Those are pretty good.
Oh, they killed Swamp Thing.
Yeah, they do. There's a lot of cryptid creatures that they kill in that one. It's pretty fun. And then we did do a bunch of readings from the Avengers West Coast, that collection, Lost in Space Time.
Yep.
Where Hank Pym and Moon Knight joined the team.
Bonita, where could she be?
That's the one where Hank just wants to like check out of life because things are going so bad.
Complete library volume edition of Invincible.
Jeez.
There's Trial of the Amazons. Yay. Paul Dini, Bruce Timm, Ben Harley, and Ivy expanded edition. Ooh, that looks disgusting.
Yeah, apparently that's some mask from the book or something. Or
it's supposed to be a vertebrae, I guess.
That's so weird.
Or centipede. I'm curious to know what this is, the Invincible Library.
It's all of Invincible. No, it's only 1 through 24. And the free comic book day story. And 150 pages of extras. There will only be 2,500 copies of this collection, and it will not be reprinted.
Signed edition. Robert Kirkman. Ron Lee, Cory Walker. It was strictly limited to 150 copies. Collects Invincible 1 through 24. 0 on the free comic book day tells the 40 plus 150 pages of extra. The problem is, I already been collecting those compendiums, and I got the side stories. I'm not going to recollect it again just for like what might be an extra. Perfect Strangers, I guess, but that's Invincible 9. Yeah, so it's still. Speaking of which, if you ever checked out our first reading of Invincible, very fun. We're definitely going to do issue 2 because it seems to be really well liked, over 100 views.
Nice.
At long last, okay. Let's see, it's 25. Oh, these are the secret origins. Okay, pages are throwing in there. So basically, it says 1 through 20, 125, and yeah. Yay! All right, cool. All right, what Ash is saying is true because Marvel, Lair Hama went to IDW, was able to continue from where he left off in Marvel, and continue the storyline, and now he's continued from IDW going into Skybound. That's why they're able to keep the legacy number. Because he's been writing the same story for 40 years. Ongoing story. All right.
That's wild.
Incredible Hulk Omnibus, volume number 2.
Nice.
Not exactly worth $100, but you probably find it cheaper in in-stock trades. Conan the Barbarian, original comics Omnibus, volume 1, with Song of Red Sonja. Definitely worth it. Now, I'm tempted by this. Werewolf by Night, Masterworks. If that's the only way I can get it, I'll be getting through that.
Very cool.
Okay, Grendel. I don't care about that, but apparently there's different editions to it. Shock, suspense, stories.
I saw that. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I saw that one. Pretty
brains drilling over that.
interesting.
And that's it. Wow. So that's it for the week, man. Cool.
Yeah, pretty decent amount of stuff out this week.
Oh, yeah. So if you had fun with this, let us know what you thought is coming out, whether it's a trade or if it's as far as your single issues coming out. Let us know down below in the comment section. Help with the algo. I know we have an awesome supporter, Wraith, who does it all the time. Honestly, we're just curious to see what you guys are reading. There's a lot of you guys who participate in the chat, which is awesome. That helps with the algo as well. But as far as for those who are watching the replay, leaving it your top 5 in the algo or in the comment section. In the comment section helps with the algo. But also, I'm just curious because Zach and I do share a lot of interests. Or same with Ash. But there's also books that we read that the other doesn't read, and I'm curious to see what other people are reading and see if they're reading what we're reading too. Because Undead Quinn is a peculiar person. He reads a lot of stuff that we don't read. But maybe we should be reading that.
Maybe, perhaps we should be.
It's all like I said. The whole point of this channel, the top 5 and the best of the week, is us to recommend comics to each other. That's all it is. Sharing a love for the joy of comic books that are still available to us for the read, that are still enjoyable. Because, like I said, it's getting harder and harder to find books. But with the Miller World, I think we're going to start expanding, especially with Mad Ghost. Is it Ghost Machine Productions? Yeah.
No, Ghost Machine is the comic. Mad Ghost is the publisher name or the studio name.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm looking forward to that. We got a lot of new books coming out in the independent stuff. Haven't heard anything from Brubaker in a while.
Also manga. There's also manga.
Yeah.
You can always read manga.
Yeah, but be like, did y'all read that Antichrist cookbook graphic novel? Is it based? Okay. Riker, that's how I feel like when I read your comments. It's what? Literally, because I can't tell if you're trolling or if you just have a problem hearing things. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central for the best of the week Thanksgiving special. All right, later, programs.
Later, guys.